Welcome to Points of Light, where I am Norodok, and I am the Dungeon Master, and we will be playing Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, and we got some new people in the mix. So as players, we got three new players: Cade, Eberron, and Calmly.
Oh.
Hey, it's nice to see you. And Calmly would not be. It's not showing up. That's her. That's for some reason the interface is acting a little weird. But yeah, I really am excited to play D&D again. What about everyone else?
Ready to get back right into it.
Oh yeah, yes indeed. And I'm pretty sure you all want a recap for the last time Bree. And I gotta mention that Apparatus will be a little late than usual, so I'll be taking over till then. So, everyone up for the recap for the last time you all. Ooh. Thank you for the follow, Camly. Thank you very much. I really should have put that alert up above. That's entirely my fault. So, anyway, out for a recap?
Let's do it.
So, the last time you all went on the adventure like a few weeks ago in real life, Melissa, a pirate from the last Cypress Abilities, has entered the docks of Sharn, and channeling her inner Jack Sparrow, which is to say, her boat is starting to leak and sinks to the water. The party gets to know Melissa, Apparatus, Cole, and Bree gets to know one another before they were given a job by a warforged named Squelcher in hopes of reclaiming a Magna Forge. They accepted the job and went over there. However, they raised a complication in forms of for a group of people led by Seven Cornbrock. And before things start to escalate, Bree and Cole managed to talk them out of it, and they entered the Magma themselves. Obviously, they faced some threats inside, along with the Horned Devil trapped inside a adamantium cage. Their solution
that we poked to death because he was stupid.
Yeah, their solution is to swing the cage over to the position and stab the bastard to death. They were rewarded by when they cleared the forge of gaining a lot of money in the form of adamantium bars. Adamantine ore. Yes. Hopefully, Seven and his scoundrels wouldn't be bothering Squelcher, because if they do, it's their ass. It's on their asses. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. They know who you are, and they trying to mess with your friends. It's their life. Well, it's their lives. Alrighty, and now we get to the main event. Sharn's unrelenting rain hammers on the window panes as Laura taps a set of House Landar boarding passes into a neat pile. You sit in her office in the Clifftop Adventurers Guild Hall. Your handler uncharacteristically glum. Fury, take that provost, she growls. I perfectly understand why your sponsor wants me to lately send you into a living nightmare to recover his 6th cursed item, and think he's completely of sound mind.
I mean, we've literally dealt with nightmare shit before, and our reactions was point and laugh.
Fair enough. I was just joking, mind you. Anyway.
So were we then.
Anyway, Provost Furious managed to track down a place where Dalcor actually touches everyone, believe it or not. He sent me a letter about it that frankly sounds like a fever dream itself, but if he's right, it's going to be bad no matter how you slice it. You ever wanted your dreams to come true, including the ones that made you wake up screaming?
Someone's told the gatekeepers, right?
As far as I know, yeah. And she looks at you, Cole. Cole, you sound a little rough. You alright?
Time out. Are we really gonna have my real life
Yeah.
illness affecting my character here, or?
Maybe, that's up to you.
I mean, I prefer not.
Okay, well, I'll take that back.
Because I've got four cough drops in my mouth. They should be getting better pretty soon.
Yeah. As for the new players, let's have each of the new players, Mark, Speck, and Kate Mora, introduce themselves before we go forward. Let's start off with Mark here. In relation to Markiplier.
Okay. Hi. My name is Markeshi, but you can just call me Mark. What exactly am I doing here?
She answers this. You're going to a face spire south of Tatamar, on the mainland of the Lodazar Principalities to the east. It's called the Tier Lian Doresh, which Faria says is Silvan for Fortress of Fading Dreams. According to him, Tier Lian Doresh exists on Delcor and on Eberron spontaneously, which is unusual to say the least. Not since, one of the lightning rounds managed to be in sync with that plane. Does anyone have...
Wait, what's a face spire doing in Dalcor? Or sorry, not Dalcor. Shit, what's the name of that plane?
Thalanis.
Yeah. A face spire from Thalanis also touching to Dalcor.
Yeah, you didn't know? The wandering cities from fairy tales getting stuck in the real world. I think it finally hit the chronicles in the fall of '94. The wandering face cities that came and went as they pleased, as the story dictated, were real. They all came back on the date of mourning. The face spires are stuck in one place now. There are 3 close to civilization and reports of others. Faria has found one.
Yeah, just 3 planes to be coterminous like that.
Would anyone like to roll an Arcana check in relation to Tia Lian Doresh?
Yeah, I rolled 19 plus.
I will roll for Apparatus as well.
27.
And I will roll alrighty. Alrighty, this is what you have known about, as far as you know. You roll pretty this is as far as you know about, this place. When the giant empires reigned in Zendrake, they raided a face spire for slaves. Modern elves are the mortal descendants of the comparatively tiny, attendant spirits of giant myth. The lords of Doresh, the Spire of Dreams, sought revenge, armored their spire for war, but could not convince the other face spires to sully form their defenses with them. Alone, Doresh stood no chance, and the giants cast it to Delcor. Over the millennia, it took for the Felines to pull the face spire back. The spire became saturated with nightmares, befitting the current dream of the age. The denizens of the spire retained their basic identities, but through a warped, nightmarish lens. Doresh, now calling itself Tier Lian Doresh, the Fortress of Fading Dreams, eventually returned to Thalanis, and its wanderings on the material plane brought Dalcor with it.
Alright, Cole would not have said the bit with Dalcor then, because he would have already known based on the rule.
However, since Kalami is openly a Kalishkar, she knows a thing or two about what is up. I will copy and paste the appropriate text. And Cole, Since you've been to all sorts of crazy stuff, do you also know about what is up with Dalcor and everything? If so, I can send you the appropriate text.
Well, yeah, Cole's already dealt with it twice, so.
Alrighty, I will send the appropriate text to each. Unfortunately, it's only in the form of a message, so. So give me a second while I get everything down. Okay, where are you on my... Oh, God. Okay, so... Okay. I'll give you, you know, a little less compared to most other Kalashkars, so...
Well, yeah, because that's part of their whole shtick.
Yeah, secrecy is their whole thing. Secrecy is their thing.
Alright. So does anyone want a lesson on Dalcor? Wait, do we have a Kalashar with it? Yeah.
Two.
What the Cal?
At least, as far as you know, at least one of them appears to fit that description. In a Kalashkar, which is Kate Mora. That's you, Kate Mora?
The description for Kalashar is human.
Yes.
Outwardly, they are human. Now, if they dress the same way as someone from what nation is that?
Let's say...
Yeah, for instance.
What?
Maybe Karnath?
No, it's an island.
One of the Lazar principalities?
Oh, he's thinking of the one where the inspired came from, right?
Yeah.
I'll look it up real quick.
Oh, Retro.
Oh yeah, I'll lead.
Sarlona, I think.
Yes, Solona. Yes.
Sarlona is. Oh yeah, yes.
Alrighty, so.
Yeah, so unless you're like dressed like you're from Sarlona, there's no way to tell that you're from there.
However, I will let yeah, Callie describe herself if she wants.
And even then, not all people from Sarlona are Kalashtar.
Alright, Callie says, Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of difficult for me to, for you to write the description. Do you want us to continue on? Anyway, Bree, do you want to say anything, Bree?
Well, I don't really have anything to say, at least right now.
Like,
so far, I just going with things as they're going.
Yeah. I'll ask as Apparatus says you'll know we get the conversation moving. Dalcor, the region of dreams, one of the planes of existence where all of you except, well, me, dream. Apparatus asks.
And any Kalashtar. Kalashtar don't dream either.
Oh. Yeah.
Not really.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
No, Kalashtar, they don't dream like other, like other squishies do. They It's more like they're reliving memories of
Yes.
their quarry host.
Yes,
Their
that
host,
sounds
their
that
host.
sounds right.
Yes.
Like our friend Labicora. Yes.
Yeah.
And Laura says, yeah, but there are bad things in the depths, of course. All the other planes bursted Eberron's in places. Those manifestos visited on previous missions, but we didn't think Delcor had any. The prophets use and
Delcor still does have some. Mainly they're sporadic. That's what the gatekeepers are for. Any manifestos that are still around, they keep shut down.
Though, if I remember right, gatekeepers are with seal stuff from Zoriat.
Yeah, they deal with both. Mostly Zoriat.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the prophets use an experimental device, the Addervane. Retrieved during a recent guild mission. 2
The Aether Vein?
Addervane, yes.
Yeah, AE is an A sound.
Yeah.
So it's Aether Vein.
Yeah.
Just, no.
And Callie, I sent you the information that's relevant to you since you're a Kaushgar. Would you like to share it? This is me asking this DM. Yeah, would you like? I sent you the relevant text about this. That's relevant to your characters because you are Kaushgar. Would you like to share it with the others? Yep. That's right.
If you don't, Cole will. Because
that will be fair. So give her a bit.
He likes talking, but he won't talk over people that have more expertise than him.
That's perfectly fair. Yeah. If you want, Cole, go ahead.
Alright. So Dalcor, the Plane of Dreams, has mostly been shattered from its relationship with Eberron thousands of years ago. During maybe I should go read your thing instead of trying to go off the top of my head from what I remember of Eberron lore. Alright.
You know the basic history, but you okay.
With Dalcor is the Plane of Dreams. When most mortals dream, their spirits visit the outer edges of Dalcor, a place of continually shifting dreamscapes. Deeper in, this realm is home to quarry spirits, creatures spawned out of the whirling heart of Il-Lashtavar, the darkness that dreams. These nightmare beings live in fantastical, impossible cities in the inner reaches of Dalcor and prey on the dreams of mortals. The natural position of Dalcor in our cosmology, not just the plane itself, but the moon as well, was shattered eons ago in conflicts with the giants of Zinitdrig. This disrupted the cycle of this plane, and again, this disrupted the cycle of Dalcor and the moon, and has remained remote ever since, preventing the spirits of Dalcor from crossing over or manifesting directly on Eberron. As a result, the quarry must possess mortal hosts to work on their plot.
Alright, sending you more information.
Have a state religion that's all about this. As well, about 2,000 years ago, a group of rebel quarry fled the evils of Delcor. There's several dozen of them, I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, who made it to the material plane, and they formed all-encompassing bonds with the humans from the Sarlonan region of Adar. The descendants of these quarry-bonded humans became the Kalistars. They follow the path of light, a faith that believes that Dalquor has not always been a place of nightmare, and that the next incarnation of what they call Quor Tarai, the dream of the age, will return to light. Through meditation and good action, or, for some, straight-up direct war with the dreaming dark, they hope to bring about the turning of the age and the return of good in Delcor. Unfortunately, the Kalistar are hunted mercilessly by the dreaming dark, including the evil quarry themselves, as well as the inspired, those mortals they have possessed and turned into their puppets, or those that they have just straight-up brainwashed, either through mundane or magical means. The Dreaming Dark also uses dreams to control the populace of the Sarlonan Empire of Riedra, siphoning their psychic energy in the hopes that it will keep the cord to rise from turning.
Laura looks at you a little surprised and nods and says, "That, I'm not disputing that. That's what my wife has said the same thing. I'm surprised you know a lot."
It's very interesting.
No, really, I am really surprised you know a lot.
I do research on the things that we have to touch base with, and we've already dealt with Zoria and Dreaming Dark before.
You dealt with the Dreaming Dark?
Out of character, yeah, didn't we do that in one of the modules? We had to deal with some dream shit?
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
That's a interesting story. But come on. People ruled by evil dream spirits? That's a bit of a stretch, don't you think?
Not at all. In fact, it's one of the least crazy things that on the weird scale. It's actually not too difficult either.
Yeah. Apparatus asks,
I don't know why you're basically outright denying a race, that our boss's wife belongs to.
Oh, no, I know Kalistar exists, and I know that they have some eccentric capabilities, but
they are entire lineages bound to a quarried spirit. Spirit's not quite entity would be a better term.
Okay. Apparatus asks, what kind of item are we supposed to find exactly? Laura,
items. She's at 6.
Yeah. Laura answers, the provost called it the Mind's Eye. It's supposed to water divination magic, and apparently lets you do that elfin sleep trance thing. She laughs, rubbing her tired eyes. Wouldn't mind that last power, actually. Varia says it's the petrified eye of a dream monster called an eye bender, which I would imagine breeds those happy dreams where you're the star of the latest Fair Arlian show. He gave me a rough sketch. It looks like a chunk of rock with an eye carved into it. And she slides the sketch across the table and shows you. Cowley, you recognize what it is. And you recognize that this eye binder is probably called a caloric quarry. I will copy and paste the relevant texture. So, Cole, you don't recognize what it is. You don't recognize the true name. You haven't
No, the specific weird shit denizens of Delcor I wouldn't now because no one basically but the Calistar would know. Yeah, not even all Calistar would know. So.
Yeah. All right. Sending you a link. Sending you a link, Kate. Oh, and you notice that Kate Mora seems to like raise her eyes in surprise as if she recognized it.
You're a Calistar and you just let me talk?
Okay, Callie.
At any point did I put my shoe in my mouth?
Yeah. Callie, as a character, I will read it out loud what it says. Kate Moore says, "Yes, sorry, I was in my mind. It's okay for me to read out loud what you said in character, as if in character or out of character." As Kate, yeah, and Kate Moore says, "Yes, sorry, I was in my mind. And
about one of these things?
Gotcha. Yeah, give her a bit. She's typing. Very good thing I had the text box up for the stream. Yeah. Okay, if I continue on with the questioning while you type.
Sure, continue.
Alrighty. As Apparatus will ask, how does he know about all this exactly? Laura shrugs. Saw it in a dream? I think he has way too much time on his hands and cross-referenced the entire folklore section at the Morgrave University Library, judging by his perfectly clear and entirely readable by non-academics letter. She chuckles to herself.
I also have a shit ton of spies.
Once that you paid and hired, right?
You don't hire spies. You hire academics. Okay. What do you think I use all the proceeds from my bar for? Which, out of character, is part of how my specialization or expertise in investigation works. It's not that he's always, doing it himself. He's got all the information in his head because of people he pays. I mean, he does a lot of it himself too. He connects the dots.
Yeah, a thing or two about this Shadow War because you basically keep your ear to the ground. That's the long and short of it, and you have used to know a few people that used to know at least a Kalashgar who might be a little open with you. Kate Moore says, I had a tough childhood because I saw my mother being hunted and killed in front of my eyes. I was just remembering that moment.
Sorry about that. Dreaming dark or one of these things? Wait, no, that's a dumb, never mind. That's a dumb question. One of these things wouldn't be on the plane, most likely.
Yeah.
My sincere condolences.
You ready for some potential payback?
Yeah, she nods and says, "Thank you."
I'm happy, more than ready to lay down.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said, yeah, I'm more than ready to.
Alrighty.
The divinity within me is a little apprehensive about this particular venture, but I mean, I'll go along.
Apparatus will ask, "So, how would we get there exactly?" And Laura answers, "House Lantern can take you most of the way. We secured your boarding passes. Airship to Regaport, then an elemental galleon to Tatamar." She pushes the boarding.
Are we jumping off this one too? Because it seems like every goddamn time we're on an air galleon, we're jumping off it.
Wait. Jumping off an air galleon?
Oh yeah, the first time we did that, we just had tokens of Featherfall that we were supposed to jump. Oh, in the middle of a blizzard, off it onto a mountain. It was awesome. And like, if you failed, you just fell in the snow anyway, even though it was like a, eighth of a mile drop.
Airship, just to, yeah. You fell from an airship like a couple times. It was so awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. We've also done. We've raided another airship from an airship. We spend half the time falling or jumping or railing from.
So why would you jump from a perfectly good ship?
Because it can't land in the middle of a blizzard on the side of a mountain.
And Laura just chuckles, just like,
And it was awesome. I mean, not for poor what's-his-face that just went right in the side of the mountain, but we fixed him up.
Oh, Ramses, right?
Look,
That was Ramses.
there was like 12 feet of snow.
I think it was Ramses, that one time. No. As DM just to correct it, it was the snow, it was like side of a mountain. No, I don't remember any snow involved on your first assignment with the others.
No, it was in the middle of a blizzard, and we had to deal with a baby. I can't remember. The giant worm monsters.
Oh, those. You're remembering
that
you're making
are all outside frozen, on the inside they're fire. So
no, you don't chop out from an airship. Just to correct you, you went through you were on a elemental galleon. You jumped off an airship on your first assignment with the others to in connection to the plane of positive energy.
yeah, but no, the one where we had to go off on the ice one. I think we jumped off the elemental galleon. And
yeah, and if you were right,
basically they lasted for one round, so we had to do it before we hit the ground.
Yeah, as you remember, you had to escape the icy spire by kicking down a door and sliding on it. And
I don't think I was the one that treated a door like a surfboard, but I did go through a pair of doors like I was the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah.
With the barbarian NPC going through the other door.
Yeah, it was awesome. But you didn't jump through. You jumped down an airship. That was another module. So,
yeah. Of course, there's the airship to airship heist that we went to, which we were stealthful until room 2, when someone decided it was a good idea to piss off the mage bread gorilla.
that was with a different group, with Celeste and the others. We wasn't there.
Yeah. The we is those of us in Clifftop, collectively.
That's alright, fair enough. So anyway, before Cole decides to interject, She pushes. She taps on the boarding passage along with the compass. The needle point to northeast. Farius was able to enchant the compass to point toward the forest, but the dense forest around it is uncharted. You know which way you're going, but you have to navigate through the woods yourself. Sorry.
Going to grandmother's house?
No. She laughs. No, but that was a good one, Cole. I'll remember that. And Apparatus also asks, any advice for us? Because this sounds pretty dangerous. More dangerous than usual. And Laura...
Don't die. Kill everything that's stopping us.
Laura tilts her head back and counts on her fingers. Don't eat the food if you want to come home. If the place puts itself you on conductor stones, you know it's bad news. This is the place where you do want to give hippogriffs in the beak. Don't give out your true name. She lowers her head and looks you in the eyes. And whatever they ask of you, it's not worth it.
We can lie, they can't, but they can bend the goddamn everything. We can say our skin is purple. It'll freak them the hell out.
Oh, and she laughs and says, "Oh, I would love to see that, but I can't. I'm sorry."
Remember, they will be as afraid of us as we are of them, but they won't show it. Seriously, a bunch of weirdos walk into your house, heavily armed. It's gonna be like, what? Doesn't matter how heavily armed you are, you're still gonna be going, what the fuck is going on here?
Right.
With weird powers, just lying.
Yeah, Apparatus tilts their head and asks, why are you so anxious? What's going on? I don't understand. Laura's pupils contract into slits. My wife is troubled by nightmares.
Slits. Not stilts.
Slits, yeah. She
stilts. and suddenly these
contracted to slits.
Come out of her eyeballs.
Laura's papers contracted to slits. My wife is troubled by nightmares, she answers. I know a lot more about this stuff than is good for my peace of mind. She obviously looks unsettled by this whole thing. Bree, Spec, do you want to say anything?
I choose to remain silent.
But I assume that you want to know how much the job pays you, yes? She asks.
Pay on this.
Practical, are you, Bree?
That's right, we get paid for these.
Yes.
How much do we get paid for jumping out of ships?
No, that's a bonus.
Well.
Oh.
But you seem, but some of you seem to be rather practical-minded. She chuckles. You earn about 1,000 galifars for your work. That's Eberron's equivalent of gold.
Okay, that's decent.
One word of advice, though. She twists her wedding ring back and forth. When dealing with dreams, watch out for things with more than 2 eyes, or fewer than 1.
Pinching yourself doesn't work.
Sorry, what?
Pinching yourself doesn't work.
That's true. And that's quite true. Long story of that. So.
And the safe word is apples.
She just looks at you strangely. Okay.
Hey, it is a reference to something, but also they won't know that apples is the code word to know that it's us.
She gives you a thumbs up there. Fair enough. So, already?
Because quickly guess what it is if I said it was, something weird like I normally would, like Sporkendoodle.
Sporkendoodle. Anyway, you got a job to do, and the sooner you get there, the better.
I just need to stop by my armorer. Gotta pick up my gear.
Alrighty. As you'll set out to and wait for your and wait by the airship. A little bit not long after, soon after, you see Mark walking in. Mark, this is where you discover your armor and stuff.
Yeah. So black and red with a symbol on the shield of the Blood of Bull.
Any chance that Mark knows who I am?
No, I would presume no.
Okay, the fact that he doesn't is good.
Though Mark, you do see Cole tense up a little before.
Not tense, but cool. Actually, no. He wouldn't even see the raised eyebrow between the hat and the goggles I wear.
Yeah. By the way, I'm a human. I do have bright violet eyes, which is weird, but apart from that, yeah, just normal human features.
I had a half elf that had violet eyes. He was a warlock, and it pissed him off because that's not a normal color, so he didn't like the color violet. He's also an amnesiac, so it's like, I'm pretty sure my eyes weren't like this before. Normal people don't have these color eyes.
Yeah. So Bree, Kate Mora, Spec. How do you feel about Mark wearing armor that signifies that he's with the Blood of Bull?
Any problem with it? As long as you're not with them, then so far wear whatever you like.
With
Blood of Ball is perfectly fine and legitimate. I mean, I've had to stab people in defense of Blood of Ball as much as, you know.
Well, that's
I mean, no, that wasn't me. That was some weirdo on vacation. I mean,
Roll an insight check, Mark. Roll an insight check.
okay.
And Cole, roll a deception check.
Oh god. Thanks for asking for like one of the few skills I can't do. 3.
22.
Wait, you got a 2?
You got 22.
Oh, 22. Wait, what?
You could probably tell that Cole is not telling the truth about. It's obviously not telling the truth about his about what happened.
Oh no, the first bit was absolutely true. The quick cover up.
Yeah, his poor attempt to cover up. You easily see right through that. You put two and two together, and you put two together and says, "Oh yeah, you were the one at that temple down at shit. What was that place?
I wasn't there. Do I look like that person?
Yeah, you recognize that this person bears many similarities to the person that was at the.
I bear like none. I was in disguise the entire goddamn time. By the way, remember?
Right. But anyway, you can help but feel that this guy maybe bears similarities to the other guy you've heard about back at
the only thing I'd share would be
the yeah. You heard of a crazy guy. Yeah. You heard of a crazy guy in wearing like a colorful shirt, very tall, pale.
I'll find it again.
Very tall, pale.
Because I was basically going as a. What's his name?
I fully understand that there are individuals of my faith that give it a bad name. I can only assume that you have had a run-in with such people.
Yeah, I've also had a run-in with a bunch of people that were just fine. And again, I may or may not have had to stab some people in defense of those people.
Okay. How about we just agree not to talk about that at all?
I don't particularly care as long as you don't try to, stab me, regardless of.
I promise, I bear you no ill will.
Okay. See, so Cole doesn't have a problem with the Blood of Vol himself. It's Emerald Claw and the other group that hide within the Blood of Vol that he has problems with.
Yeah, that Bray has some experience with regarding the Emerald Claw.
The mention of the Emerald Claw, I spit on the ground and scowl.
Good, we're gonna get along. Cole is actually really, really tolerant of blood. He doesn't give a shit. It's weird. Whoop-de-doo. For him, all religions are weird.
Yeah, weirder in Eberron than in real life. Now I think about it.
Wait, so I'm confused. Is someone getting stabbed or no?
No. Okay, so Blood of Vol has a negative reputation because...
No, I'm aware
There's some...
Blood of Vol's reputation. I couldn't tell if you were trying to make a thinly veiled threat towards our paladin friend or...
Oh, no. It was...
stabbing people.
Oh, hey, stabbing people's fun. No, but, it's Cole saying, I don't give a shit what your religion is, just as long as you don't plan on stabbing me, nothing's gonna go bad.
Yeah.
Because he's had these...
I mean, in my experience, most well-intentioned paladins don't go around stabbing well-intentioned other folks.
Oh.
Emerald Claw and... What's the other group? I keep on forgetting their name.
What other group?
Your Flame, I think?
No. So there's two subgroups within the Blood of Vol.
There's multiple
Officially,
subgroups.
the two big ones. The Emerald Claw is the more well-known one. Officially, the Blood of Vol disavows them, and the rank and file Blood of Vol find the Emerald Claw repulsive. Which is fine.
Oh, and Kate, now that you're here, would you like to describe yourself?
Yeah, so Spec is really short, like 4'5". Very pale, light green skin, like does not look human. White hair, pretty cropped pretty short, and well kept. Wears plate armor, has lots of kind of comfortable silk clothes underneath. Has a cloak with kind of this V brooch holding it together, and has a symbol of the silver flame on kind of the shield they carry around.
Yeah.
There is, that's just great.
Yeah. Do you get Sorry, I'm trying to think. So, do you get the basic information of what your chop transpires?
Are you talking to me?
Yes. Just making sure that you're caught up. That's all.
Yeah, I was interacting in character.
Okay. So,
I think Spec was just genuinely confused as to whether or not there was threats being made or not.
Right.
I just have to be on the lookout for Emerald Claw and the like. And...
Yeah.
I believe the other group you were speaking of was maybe the Cult of Life.
Is that it, nerd? Because I honestly can't
remember.
Thieves of Light. Yes.
Is that the one that did the stuff to me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so in... Was this Thrain? Was it in Thrain? I can't remember.
Where
did this happen?
Oh, the Dreams on Death module and stuff? Yeah, it's in Thrain.
Yeah. So there may or may not have been an individual dressed like this. That may or may not be me. Officially, it's not me. That wreaked havoc with Braid because they were trying to murder the shit out of a bunch of blood of old people.
Is
Because officially I was on vacation.
Like, statement or an out of character statement?
Out of character.
Okay. So isn't that something we
But,
should find out in character?
If anyone pays attention to shit in terrain or the amount of pure chaos the party caused, largely me.
Yeah, I was not expecting.
When there's an angry mob trying to murder the ever-loving shit out of a Blood of Vol church, and some dude looking like Hunter S. Thompson walks out and stabs some of the angry mob, it's gonna make the news.
Yeah, but is that what your character looks like otherwise?
No.
Oh, absolutely not. Like I said, that was
So it
his.
seems that you are unrelated with this event. So.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand how it's relevant than,
This is what he looks like.
We got sidetracked because of the very obvious lie that I made. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a really unflattering angle of it too.
Sorry.
Oh, that's the old.
It's kind of like that. So. Yeah. So anyway, are you all ready to move on?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm ready.
This is not the kind of music I expected for us,
I know. I was like, wait a minute.
No, it's perfect.
I wasn't expecting. I was like, wait a minute. wait a minute. There we go. What the hell?
Not this either, honestly, but it is more fitting.
I didn't expect to come back to this. Certainly.
Hang on. There we go. So, hey there, Apparatus.
Okay.
So, basically...
What did I miss?
Okay.
A lot, I see.
Yeah, not much. So basically, you've been assigned to retrieve another artifact called the Mind's Eye from a face spire called Just give me a moment to gather my thoughts.
Okay.
Tia Leandoresh, which is now in sync with Thelanis, but also Dalcor, the Plane of Dreams.
Okay, so we are
Laura has advised you not to eat the food if you want to come home. The place puts you on conductor stones if you know it's bad news, and don't look at the gift hypocrites in the beak, that sort of stuff. And dealing with dreams, watch out for dreams with more than 2 eyes or fewer than 1.
Cole is going to prepare a list of things to look out for, because this is one place where he's going to go on vacation.
Yeah.
Cole has a weird idea of what vacation should be like.
Yeah.
Alright, is everybody ready?
Yep.
Sure, let's go.
Your journey takes you far across Corvair, from Sharn on the southern coast to the Lodosar Principalities in the northeast, and finally, the town of Tantamar. It's a lively enough place. It's far smaller than Clark Holden than Sharn, but you don't have much time to enjoy it. The cliff-top adventurers on the job. And right now, that job is telling you to head south into the pines that grow as close and dark and bristly as a holiday party with family you hate. A crow flies overhead, calling loudly. Your tiny figures march into the deep woods. Your tiny tracks, the only things disturbing the white snow. You brought enough money to rent mounts in town, with a lively swore that neither horse nor fed the dinosaur would enter the forest as their lives depended on it. So, it's you and your feet, and soon you and your feet both lounge beneath the roof of Firstgreen Needles. The further you go into the forest, the misty, snowy whiteness of the white pine forest fades into gloom. The branches of the trees weave together to cut off the morning light, and in the darkness, the branch hanging lower than they have any right to. The surface of the pine's needles seem to grow louder and louder until it drowns out all other sound. And the cracking branch, the kind of crow, or distant howl of a wolf sounds louder than the whispering and starts the cycle building again.
The wolf.
Alrighty. So how would you find your way through the forest and to your destination? Anyone? Use your imagination.
Well, we've got the compass, and we've got people strong enough to just straight up, pick up trees and move them out of the way. I am, of course, exaggerating.
Bree, what'd you like to do? Bree?
My options? Yeah, what are my options?
You have take a look at your skill list and your tool proficiencies. Utilize those. And I would also encourage other people to look at their character sheets as well.
We all know that Bree is a tool.
Oof.
It's okay. He's a fighter. We can make that joke.
We can use investigation.
Actually, go ahead and roll history check, Apparatus.
Yeah. So
okay then.
I'm looking for.
Yeah. And as for you, Bree, go ahead and roll. Cardiac
Can I roll investigation.
I roll a 12.
Oof.
My dice.
15. I rolled a 15.
You roll a 15 for what exactly?
Is it just for a standard attack?
Actually, what?
No.
What would you like to use? What skill or tool would you like to use, Bree? Look at your character sheet.
Yeah, I'm looking at the files. I'm just not sure.
I'm going to make these simple and go ahead and roll a Constitution Athletics check. So that means add +4, so that will be a +7 instead of +8, and add it to your d20 when you roll it.
I got 15.
Unfortunately, when you try to push the trees out of the way, they spike right into you. And
yeah, that whole pick up trees thing was a joke, by the way. Don't actually try to pick up the trees; they'll pick you back up.
However, on the way, snow flies up around you, and soon the world vanishes in white. It will be easy to believe that there is nothing outside the whiteness. It will be easy to believe that your entire life before this point was a dream. It will be easy to recognize the beautiful fertility of everything.
I use investigation, but
actually,
sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted you. Sorry.
Yeah, and I will like each of you. Okay, and you feel that that your escape through this forest feels narrower and narrower. All right, so Cole, take a look at your character sheet. What skill or tool that you believe is best used? You can try again with your athletics check.
Investigation would be nice to use to try to figure out where we are and how to move forward. Especially if someone else has survival.
Go ahead and roll navigator's tools check with intelligence.
I could also roll survival. I have.
Go ahead and roll survival.
Modifier.
Go ahead and roll survival.
So can I roll investigation as well for
yes.
navigator's tools? 25 for investigation. That's a nat 20 for a total of 31.
Oh shit!
Damn.
You managed to ignore you just thought like something passing by spooked you a little, but you've seen it all.
Everything's got the list of shit not to do in Delcor and shit not to do in Thalanis, right?
Right.
Do not lose those lists.
Yeah, okay.
Like I said, during the travel here, Cole made these lists and handed them out to everyone. Of things like, don't accept the food, don't accept the drink, do not tell people your actual name.
Have you ever been
can,
to Thalanis?
No, it's on Cole's bucket list. It's something he has been planning to do for like a decade.
Wait a
That-
second, I remember.
Which is why he's not with his normal group. He left that group temporarily to go to Thalanis because he's excited for this.
And
Yeah,
despite all
so-
this, you kind of feel feel the excitement emanating out of Cole.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need quite a lecture on Thalanis. I've been here before. I mean, you're right, don't give your name or accept food, but all in all, as long as you have no ill will towards the inhabitants, it's unlikely that, well,
Oh yeah,
depends on the
but
inhabitants.
we're also dealing with Dalcor at the same time. So we're not dealing with regular Thalanis here. We're dealing with spooky, scary skeletons.
Yeah, but the
Okay.
same rules of Thalanis don't apply to those folks.
Alrighty. Alright, so Bree, you can go ahead and try again with your athletics check.
All right. Plus 7 still.
Plus 7. It's Constitution, yes. And don't forget your lucky feat or your or your action or hero points.
I got
forget about
18 for
those.
this one.
18. You managed to like swipe, cut through the trees like it's nothing.
Glad to hear it.
However, however, because of your previous failures, I would like each of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool, I got an advantage on that.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Call me. Kate Mora. Roll wisdom saving throw. Bree. Yeah. So Bree, Apparatus, Kate, Spec, Mark.
That got a 24.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be tough.
By the way, you have your flash of genius. So
I got a 30.
I got an 8. Damn it! My
Oh.
dice!
by the way, you can use your flash of genius.
Wait, you got a 30?
An 8.
No, what?
Apparatus. Would you
Oh,
like to
that's
use
right,
your flash of genius class feature? You basically add your intelligence modifier to your roll. A number of times equal to your intelligence modifier per rest.
Okay, so that's so well. I can change that. So wait.
So that increases up to 13. You are able to fight out
That leaves me up to
13.
13. Okay, yeah.
Yep, that's barely enough to fight through this demoralizing demoralizing
Oh,
Attention.
wait. Actually, everyone, if they're within 10 feet of me, they get a +4 bonus to all saving throws.
Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. You don't need to use flash of genius if you don't want to.
Okay, so I saved it.
Yes,
Barely saved it.
Barely saved it. You're able to fight out this overwhelming fear battering each of your minds.
Hmm.
Okay.
Does there seem to be a source of where this is coming from?
Right. I'd like some of you to make a few other checks. So, what do you have in mind? So you can use your yeah. So Spec is able to use wisdom successfully. Bree with athletics. Cole with navigation tools.
And my investigation.
That too. Yeah. Now, only that you were able to avoid what appears to be shapes that seem to form memories and regrets and possibilities you flee each day of your life. You basically turn sharp turn and head towards your destination. Because they look dangerous. You don't want to deal with those.
Of course.
As Cole waves to them, bye-bye.
But
Yeah, as you push through a curtain of branches that stroke your cheeks like hands, reaching from behind, you come to the widest clearing you've ever seen. The setting sun hangs in the sky, red as a poisoned apple, setting shadows skirting across the trees. A white night-black elk stands in the center of the clearing, its eyes lit with the chilling blue. Atop it sits a humanoid figure. A smaller set of elk antlers rises from their helmeted head, stretching up to a cradle of the sun. The figure's face is in shadow, but as they turn toward you, the eyes glow the same blue as the elk's. The figure raises the horn to their unseen lips, the sound as peaceful as the sun flashing off a mirror, and then the elk and rider wheel, crashing away into the forest.
Bye-bye!
Would anyone like to roll a history check?
Okay, I'll roll again. 19.
24.
Okay, Cole and Apparatus. What? Hey, Bree, you're also trained in history. Would you like to roll for history? Bree?
Yes, I'd like to roll.
Alrighty, so...
Yes, I'd like to roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll a history check as well, Bree.
+4 was that, right?
Yes.
9.
Quack.
You did not put together, Bree, you did not, put together, 2 and 2 with this, why this guy decided to blow a horn. But, Cole,
Hey, that's a
Apparatus...
cereal mascot, isn't it? as Apparatus. No.
You told that Cole, Apparatus, you realize that if you do not give chase to this person, you will be chased yourselves. And
Which one's more fun, guys? Chasing or being chased?
You also recall that that the wire hunt is called not for the quarry, but merely for the thrill of chase.
Which is why Cole turned around and asks, do you guys want to be chased, or do you want it to do the chasing?
Chase
A little too excited for everyone's comfort, most likely.
Maybe
hey guys.
let's maybe chase the guy so we don't. Let's maybe not get into the defense. Maybe let's get in the offensive. Since we have the chance.
So Apparatus advocated for standing your ground.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not what you do, dude. We're running. Period. As much as I hate running. Then let me go check to see.
What do you suggest? What do you want to do? Do you want to stay put, chase, or choose yourself to be chased?
I'll chase.
Cole?
Just a second.
Kate Moore, what would you like to do?
I'm casting Expeditious Retreat, and you hear little
Sonic.
I need to go
Sonic.
look up the sound again.
The Sonic soundbite.
There's the sound of Sonic when he charges up his spin thing. And then Cole goes off with a woohoo.
So Apparatus decides to stay put, while Cole and I assume Bree will decide to give chase. Mark, Spec, what do you want to do?
I think we should run after them. We don't want to get split up, and I start running after.
Probably best idea.
Spec's gonna stick with Apparatus, try and see if they can encourage Apparatus to follow the group.
I mean, sure. I don't know if running or run away is either a good idea.
I don't mind standing my ground, but this isn't the kind of place to get split up, you know?
That's true. Maybe we should run with them.
If we run with them and we run into a fight, it's the same thing really as standing your ground, just a little further away.
I guess so.
So everybody is okay with giving chase?
It seems so.
This is the wild hunt. So, I guess I kind of ran out without being Mr. Exposition, which is weird for Cole.
Yeah, actually, do you want to take that
excited.
back? Do you want to take that back and slow down? You prepare to set yourself, and you realize, wait a minute. You know.
No. You after the woohoo, you hear Cole yelling at the top of the lungs. It's literally chase or be chased, boys. Whatever. Let's go.
He's probably spirited.
Woo. In case you haven't noticed, Cole is crazy and a dork.
Yeah, a bit of a Hunter S. Thompson kind of character, it seems.
He did that shtick for like 1 week, but yeah, without the drugs.
So Kate advocates for running away, while Apparatus and Kate.
Running away means that you are chased. That you are the.
Yeah, I thought we were chasing something.
Yeah. So most of you go with chasing.
Here it is. Here, I found the sound effect for how I cast Expeditious Retreat.
All right, I'm gonna play it. So Cole was the first to give chase. So and Bree runs up not far behind. Is that right, Bree?
If he's keeping up with me, that's kind of what?
No, he's kind of behind you, not besides you.
Oh no, okay. So I cast Expeditious Retreat. So
what's your speed now?
My speed is still 30, but basically I can dash as a bonus action. So I'm moving 90 feet around instead of just 60.
Okay, I can sort of keep up with 80 feet if I dash.
And Mark runs up and is barely able to keep behind Cole. Bree, you decide to catch up, hoof it with your armor, but God, and it's and you were by the host, they are fast. You muttered to yourself.
I've never seen Cole move that fast unless there was cheese involved.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese. Which is something
So Apparatus and Spec. So Apparatus, Spec, and Kate. Do you want to catch up or what?
I'll prefer to stay put, see what happens. Because I get the feeling that either running or chasing is going to cause something.
Alrighty.
Oh no, it's already happened regardless.
Yeah. As for you, Cole.
Again, this is the wild hunt. Staying put is not an option. That is how you die.
Actually, let me carry on with this. So, for Cole, Bree, and Healy, and Mark, the rider is a mad inquiry. They seem untroubled by the brush and snow that cling to your legs, but never get too far out of sight, turning to wail and laugh at your heavy-foot pursuit. Whenever you get close, the form shifts and blurs before appearing further out into the woods. The woods grow darker and darker, and eventually you can see no more. The trees around you seem to fashion to.
But I've got dark vision.
The trees around you seem to fashion to steam. As they press on, the steam clears, and you came upon a wide glade. Moons just caressing the tops of the pines. In the moonlight, you see the spires of the fortress of fading dreams rising before you. The rider swiftly approaching gates and before circling around and going back to the forest, going after the rest of the party. As for Apparatus and Spec, that's you two, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And Bree, do you stay put with Apparatus as a bit of a retcon thing, or do you want to go with Cole and Mark?
I'll just go with Cole and Mark.
Alrighty. Apparatus, Spec.
As from way behind us, we hear
Also,
crash. That's a dude.
Also from what
The rider seems to vanish, and then you hear hooves coming from behind you. The elk bears down on you, like a lightning rail. Antlers lowered, the sun setting glares on the blade of the rider's sword as they swing at you, and with a loud fuck, the blade launches in a nearby tree. They take off their horned helmet, revealing the face of an Eladrin man, more beautiful and colder than any mortal. The rage pouring from him is palpable. Well, you're no bloody fun, he snarls. Come on, we haven't got all night. The trees around you seem to vanish to steam, which clears to a white glade. The moon's and before he does all that, you hear people. You hear him taunt about each of you. Except for you, Kate, specifically. Bree, Cole, as you catch up to him, you hear him say, "Are you feeling well, my friend? Maybe a cough? A fever? Perhaps those thieves of life should check up on you someday." You hear a duck chuckle. "I wonder how or where they get those wonderful toys to work on you." Bree, this is what he says to you. "Do you know the man you killed? Vic? He was rotten to the core, for sure. But he was the wrong man. What if you killed someone innocent? What then?" As for you, Mark, as you try to catch up to before you stumble upon the Fortress of Fey and Dreams, you believe yourself to be blessed with the divinity within? Madness. Do not deny who you are. I know the truth, but I will not tell.
Spoil sport.
And as
No, I just
It's trying to make me question my faith.
And as this legend man catches up to you, and before he thunks his sword on you, he says to Apparatus, that's you right there, "Poor Warforged, afraid to find out the truth. Better deny what less scrupulous members of that house of yours is up to, rather to admit it." And this is for you, Spec. Pay attention. My. He snarls. "And awesome are raised by my kind. You don't see that every day. I mean, look at you. What sort of fool would take you in? Preposterous."
Spec's gonna cast Hold Person.
It doesn't seem to have any effect on him.
Okay.
You realize that as an Eladrin, he'd already have resistance or
Advantage.
advantage
Yes,
of
I know
safe
he
against
has
that.
resistance, but he still should have to make the save.
I don't need to make a save because whatever you're trying to do, the story is dictating that he makes the save.
Okay.
Also, and
Also,
I
whole
don't
person,
know if you,
whole person in a wild hunt kind of thing is cheating.
come on.
Yeah.
I don't like to play fair.
If you can choose not to participate and be done with it. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Everyone else
But
either
sport.
either chase him or run away. That would be Kid Mara.
Well, I was chasing after Cole.
Yeah. So.
And Cole just starts like giggling.
So Apparatus and Spec, you're now at the same place that Cole, Bree, and Mark are at. As for you,
I thought we were once he turned around back and forth. I thought we all followed him, so I thought we were all together again. Never mind.
Yeah. As for you, Calmy, the rider pursues you mercilessly. When you find a hiding place, the sound of hooves drift slowly past you, then stops, waiting for you to re-emerge. When you find a clear path from the trees, elephants strike around you. Breathe in shadow. The rider calls out for your blood, and the quickly darkening woods does nothing to impede their sight. Though for you, the trees seem to vanish into the stream, into steam. As the press on the steam clears, and you came upon the white glade, the moon's just cresting the tops of the pines. In the moonlight, you see the spires of the fortress of fading trees rising above you. The elk bears down on you like a lightning rail, then gallops past, carrying riders swiftly to the gates. And you hear him say, Kate Moore, I do not know you. Are you an interloper? Perhaps. And you are now near the entrance to the fortress.
I gotta feel bad for Bree though, chugging after people that are moving twice his speed at least, and halfway through the woods, then lost sight of everyone, and then the rider goes back, and he's just like, "Come on!"
So Bree, how do you feel about all of this and Cole's remark?
Oh wait, no, that's right. 5th edition. If you got the strength, it doesn't slow you down. Never mind.
Yeah, that's right.
He's still nowhere near as fast as Expeditions Retreat and
Paladin powers.
Okay.
Oh, I was about to respond, but you guys were going on. But
wait.
yeah, as far as it,
Okay, you were saying? Sorry.
Yeah, just like my reaction to it was just being very puzzled, but honestly, just trying to go with the flow of the whole thing. Like, I was just like, I'm honestly not sure how to respond.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the next scene. Everybody ready?
Yep, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. That's not what I played. That is not what I played. What is wrong with this playlist?
I don't know. We're going to deep, dark, terrifying, fey nightmare shit.
Just music elevator.
Oh, whoa, that was loud.
I was thinking of it like it was, old, like, ragtime tavern. Or bar. Some speakeasy shit from earlier.
Alrighty. Tear Leon Doraj is grand and beautiful. Rigged by a jagged tree trunk of watch towers and topped with 6 spires that climb to the teetering height. Flickering shapes and dance atop the spires, like nightmares that dissolve upon waking, leaving terror without memory. A low moat stretches before the walls of the fortress, and the rider towers across the bridge, vanishing inside. Alrighty, what do you want to do?
That's where we need to go anyway.
I mean, let's go to the place where we need to go. What else can we do? None.
Right.
We can sit and wait like a boring warforged.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That was the safest thing to do.
It absolutely was not. And
it absolutely was.
But, apparatus spec.
We ended up in the same place and
apparatus spec. You seem to quite annoy this Landran man quite much. He will remember this.
Ish.
Staying in place during the wild hunt, that's like staying in place on a lightning rail. I don't mean you're on the train, I mean you're on the rail.
Oh. Shit.
It's a good way to get ran the fuck over.
As you approach the bridge, you see that it is something that looks like it's made of black marble with an uncomfortable, blurry quality to it. As who has the highest? What's everybody's passive perception? Yeah, so apparatus is 14. Bree is
15.
16.
18.
So
15.
Spec, Mark. You notice Anguish faces shifting in the stone. I would like everyone to either roll an Arcana check with intelligence or insight check with wisdom, whichever is higher, whichever you have a higher proficiency bonus on.
Proficiency?
Yeah, whichever you have a higher score in. For you, Apparatus, you have +8 to Arcana, higher than your insight. Much higher.
Hey, how does
so
inspiration work again? The DM inspiration? Because I never used mine.
Oh, DM, you basically roll with advantage.
Oh, thank you, because I didn't want to roll a 1 and then a 2. Which, I did the insight 1 and got a 2.
Okay.
It's also Arcana. It's also, you can also roll an Arcana check.
But yeah, hey, Arcana was in that 1. So I'm using the inspiration.
I rolled a 17. I rolled a 17.
I rolled a 17 for insight.
So, Mark, you barely make it. You recognize that the bridge is actually made of solidified fear.
26.
Cole and Mark, you recognize. Yeah, Cole, you also recognize that this bridge is made of solidified fear. You're working on.
I start humming spooky, scary skeletons.
Shoot.
We'll go.
This is some
Yeah, and you feel
interesting design.
actually, since this Feywild is with the is with the
With Delcor.
yeah, Delcor, I actually got something in mind. So give me a second. Yeah, this is probably a bit more appropriate. So anyway, shall we?
There's terror over here. What's this? What's this? There's all this shit to fear.
Oh my god! Oh god!
Sorry, you. I saw the winter, and we've got terror, and I was just thinking, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Of course he did. Of course he did. Right.
Yes.
Is everybody ready to move on?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you walk across the bridge of literal fears, and inside the walls you find more trees, but here they feel almost like a garden.
Ironically, spiders.
The pines are light and airy, with longer, shaggier needles and a blood red tinge to their bark. And they weave in the breeze like an actor waving at their fans. Here and there you see ruins, like the ancient Darkani colonnades, mausoleums, and statuary huddled in the depths of the forest.
Every once in a while, you hear a click coming from Cade's gauntlet, and it looks like he's like.
Amphitheaters
Apparatus would notice he's taking pictures like a fucking tourist.
Yeah, Apparatus, I agree. Apparatus, you recognize that Cole is somehow taking pictures of the place, just with glee. Yeah,
Is that necessary?
Amphitheaters fall down.
I said this is my vacation.
Amphitheaters fall down to
right.
pool that burns with hidden depths. Low mounds with tiny apertures suggest the presence of gnomes. The sound of pipes fills the air.
Wait, did you say that bit before the pipes again?
Amphitheaters fall down to pools that brim with hidden depths. Low mounds with tiny apertures suggest the presence of gnomes.
You say gnomes, like...
Yes.
Right?
Gnomes.
Okay,
Like Lonnie.
making sure I heard that right.
Yeah. A vague path winds through this park toward the center of the fortress. As you follow it, you realize that this garden is as alive as Tatamar, and as far as large, hollow-creaked dryads watch you from the pines. Quickly explore, passed on errands, and hags and sold each other lively from mausoleum to mausoleum. The figures catch your eye as well. A chain-shrouded creature in Agent Connie armor, rage rising from like steam. Mortals from across the world unified only by the fact that they wear night clothes. And a creature that scuttles upon the path, all sent to be a scorpion headless torso full of watching eyes. Kate Moore, you recognize this creature is a Tuscarora quarry, an embodiment of cunning and fear that forms the bulk of the population of Delcor. As for everyone else, especially Apparatus, Cole, and others, and Mark, roll an Arcana check.
Okay then.
25.
13.
Oof.
God damn it, the dice.
I know. Cole,
12.
you also recognize this creature as well, and they are quite skilled at manipulating mortals by preying on their worst fears.
Don't listen to that thing. It'll prey on your fears. As he takes another picture.
It looks at you annoying.
And this one, he's not even like doing it tourist mode. He's like, we actually need pictures of this thing because there's like none. Like you see his attitude shift, and he's like Cole's going, haha, good, we got this one. Which is probably going to piss off Cole at the end when it turns out that none of just like the entire time that the lens cap was on. Some shit, I don't know.
So,
do that, I'm going to be actually annoyed, Nord. That was a joke.
Right. Anyway, so what do you want to do?
We're following Mr. Hornboy. Which I'm not going to call him that, like, in character.
Keep that in mind, though.
That would be rude.
Well, he said rude things back to you, so...
yeah, well, it doesn't... You didn't exactly an insult that.
So, do you follow the path, or what?
Well, we don't have any other way, do we?
Yeah, we can go into the terror place, or the other terror place, or the other terror place. Or, we can drown ourselves in that pool right there.
How about we just keep going and keep suicide for another time?
It's not even Cole crazy enough to go over there.
Yeah. You emerge... Okay, so... You emerge in the center of the park, where the sound of pipes is strongest. It resembles a cafe, though instead of the ever-bright lanterns you're accustomed to, it's lit by dancing lights in all colors of the sunset. The branches of the pines are strung on trestles to create an awning. Gnome bus tables laying out stumpless feasts. A lantern sell more portable food and drinks from stalls. All the creatures who souls of the park can be found here. Speaking companionably and enjoying a pleasant evening. Some of the nightclothes on display here range from old-fashioned to very ancient indeed.
Should we say hello, I guess?
Cole's already going to say hello. In fact, if any of them speak in the languages he does, he's going to ask if he can take an instant portrait.
They seem to be more than happy to have you take a picture.
Say, and then he... Cheese, I guess.
Hello.
Say cheese for everyone.
You look around to see an Eladrin man dressed in modish clothes of the ragged black of a crown's wing. A crown of dark iron sits on his head. It spires the twisted shape of icicles. You can see where the red welds the iron leaves on his skin. He has the heavy build of comfortable middle age, but he manages to protect a lean, unhungry look regardless. Ah! We have been expecting you, he says, rising from a nearby table, clasping the hands at the of... Who's going to shake... Does he shake your hand, Cole? Anyone? Or
yes.
Bree?
Cole's probably the only one that's nutty enough to actually go do it.
We've been expecting you, and I see you seem to take quite a liking to this place. Such avid dreams you have. It does our heart good to see a youth with some ambition, especially from you, Cole. We trust the good Viscount gave you a merry chase here. You see the rider.
Absolutely not. We gave them. Well, I gave. We and Cole points two thumbs towards the Bree and I'm sorry. Who else ran with me?
Mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bree,
we were the ones that gave chase. It was awesome.
Yeah. So Bree, are you without Cole? Bree?
Yeah, you mentioned me. Sorry.
Yeah. So Bree, you also
Cole pointed to Bree and Mark, and said, "No, we gave chase. It was fun, basically."
Yeah. So he this Eladrin shakes Bree's hand and Mark's hand. Yeah. You also see the rider seated at a nearby table, now unhelmed. His cold, beautiful Eladrin face, intently watching a half-masked hobgoblin performing a complex dance on a small stage in the center of the cafe. And before we continue on, this module came with a warning in regards to this particular hobgoblin. I will read it out loud. This adventure delves into an unpleasant brand of fairy tale. While the Convergence Manifesto adventure path focuses mainly on Eberron's pulp aspects, Quarry and Fae can be nasty and manipulative creatures, and the Fortress of Fading Dreams is a place of tragedy and vengeance. This hobgoblin bears similarities to a victim of, abuse. So this depicts a victim of abuse.
Unseelie. We're dealing with the unseelie.
doing the unseelie stuff, and
where they will have you dance until your bones are ground to pulp, and then they'll keep on having you dance.
yes. So, and by the way, this is what you have noticed with a passive perception. You have noticed this hobgoblin, and such a tragedy, says Shan, who sounds delighted by the prospect. He points to the stage. Our little
Can I roll a bluff check for Cole to keep up his zany?
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
All right, I'm gonna use my hero point too. Holy crap!
What?
Okay, so yes, it's still -1. So 25, right? Because wait,
that's a nat 20.
Is it D6? Yeah,
that's a fucking nat 20. As far as you know, he's
with a charisma of 8. So if anyone wants to see if Cole's actually, truly enjoying the darker parts of this, he's not.
Yeah, so the rider sits next to an uncomfortably ageless woman wearing the fashions of the chosen of Artillery. Welcome to the Knight's Refuge Cafe. Please, sit, partake of our refreshment, and allow us to introduce the vice captain, Zagiven. Zagiven gives a seated bow, rolling his eyes. And Ambassador Drashar. Drashar immediately smiles. Zagiven glances meaningfully at the crowned Eladrin, who snaps his fingers and says poetically, "We will forget our own head next. And we are Shan Leon Dorash, Lord of the Fading Dream. We would say we were at your service, but alas, words have meaning here." And as for you, Cole, as far as you know, Shawn he's been see through your act, or at the very least, going along with your act.
Yeah. Okay. So just to be clear, Cole is fascinated and is actually having some fun with this. Watching the poor, you say it was a hobgoblin?
Yes.
Sorry.
Female hobgoblin.
Dancing to the point where she's grinding her bones to paste. That Cole is not enjoying. He's enjoying the.
He also notices you glancing at the hobgoblin. Such a tragedy, says Shan, who sounds delighted by the prospect. He points to the stage. Our little moth was the finest dancer of the later days of Darkhan, so we simply had to have her come here, and she danced faster than time. No her loved ones died. It does our wicked heart good to see her keep on dancing. You can all see that the soles of Maud's flat dancing shoes are soaked in blood.
I gotta say, 10,000 years of dancing, that's quite an impressive, just a second, I just lost the word. Like, out of character, I just lost the word. Endurance. There we go.
Indeed. Yeah, indeed, Cole. Such endurance for her.
Yet, does time really matter when you are doing what you love?
As for the rest of you, do you take a look at the food and drink?
You watch such barbaric entertainment?
Barbaric?
As Cole gives a very, like, what the fuck are you doing? Well, actually, no. With the stuff that covers Cole's face, it's kind of hard for him to tell that that's the look he just gave. He's got the goggles and he's got the gorget that comes up to his nose.
You kind of feel like angry eyes set on you by Cole.
I don't mean to be.
They're not angry. They're shocked.
They're shocked.
I mean,
shocked.
Why would you want to watch someone bleed and dance in pain for all eternity?
For our entertainment, of course.
Pain and pleasure can be quite interesting mixed. Plus, the fact that she is still dancing, that is still fascinating. And suffering tastes so sweet in a tragedy.
For someone as dorky and awkward as you, Cole, that is well said. Now, he looks. Do you also examine the food around you? Yeah. You see that fruit is covering the table, wildly out of season, on the verge of overripeness. The closer you look, the less you recognize any of the fruits. You can call comparisons to apples, or peaches, or dates or limes, but the traits blend to each other. Delicate pastries hide between them, dusted with the sugar and cinnamon. Honey meats and skewers, lamb, sausage, shellfish, eye of newt, pixie, spring out like a forest. Seeing you these refreshments, Sean pops a pastry in his mouth and grins in satisfaction. It restores to the weary traveler and tastes exquisite too. We assure you, sample our food and you'll be back for more.
That's gonna ignore the food.
Bree?
Is there a...
Yeah.
So Bree, do you want to examine the food, or do you like stop and suddenly remember? Wait a minute.
Yeah, for it, I'll.
You
I'll
also notice
still
that
go
one
for the
of
food, but I'll just
the
be
one of the
cautious.
meats, one of the meats seems to have like human hands and human hands for feet. I will show you the picture. So
May I have the recipes?
I think I get the
These?
picture. Yeah, I'll just stand back and wait a minute.
yeah,
Do
such
you
a shame.
Would you be willing to share the recipes for these?
Well, unfortunately, we cannot share. Whoever owns this place cannot share these recipes with you. And I'm showing you what that thing looks like in the chat.
That's it, Doc! With the little hands?
Hey.
Am I able to slip away and hide somewhere out the way and cast a spell discreetly?
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand.
Go ahead and try.
The only requirement is verbal, but
Okay.
okay. Sleight of hand, you say?
Yes. What
I'm
is?
going to keep on talking to.
Yes. Yeah. So,
everyone here
and Shin, the ambassador, and Sadiq.
Can I give him an advantage by basically trying to be a distraction, talking, you know?
Yeah. B, would you like to help? Would you like to do help Cole in this?
Yes, I'd like to help.
Alrighty. So
The spell that I
okay.
The spell that I want to cast is command, and I want to command the dancer to stop.
Oh boy.
She's going to have to make a saving throw as you put your hands up a little conveniently, and she will willingly let you cast a command on her.
Okay.
You're going to have to deal with the... What happens if you try to cast command on something that's already had command on it?
You should Mark would basically tell her to stop, as far as I know. So Cole,
I guess it's a spell. It's a spell check comparison.
Command
Like
is
whoever
only
rolls the highest.
It's an instant reaction. It doesn't last for like the duration is only 1 round. So
yeah. So she stops and says, "Oh boy," and she says, "Oh, pity. Perhaps someone will have to take her place then."
Uh-oh.
And,
Yeah. Oh, indeed.
And
With Fae,
looks,
when we're dealing with Fae of this power, do not mess with their stuff. We are in their home.
and he looks.
We'd be breaking so many rules. We're fucked.
And he looks at you, Mark, and he says, "I suppose if you want to help her, you probably have to take her place, unless someone else volunteers."
I apologize. it's just it's not.
Thanks for that. I need
really,
to go get her autograph.
Really, a dance that I enjoy. Is it all right if I speak with her and suggest something else?
You may. And Shen says you may try, and he gestures you to her. In the meantime, Cole, Bree, do you have any questions? Apparatus.
Cole is going to try to make it look like the entire point of that was to make because he wanted her autograph. Do you want me to roll bluff or deception? I mean,
he doesn't mind you. He doesn't mind you seeing her. So you can go ahead and so you and Mark will go off and see her. So and Sean looks to the others, the rest of you, and says, "I assume you have a lot of things to ask. We do not blame you."
I realize that I'm probably not going to be able to save the dancer, so I'll just spend a couple of.
I will if you want to dance in her place, you can go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Yeah, sure, I will. Probably not going to end well, but okay. Constitution.
Does anybody else have like command or anything to get him back out?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
good.
20.
That's a 20. You're able to. How would you describe your dance? Because you're able to like toughen it out. In the meantime,
Blood of Volt. So obviously he does Thriller.
He does.
A very traditional Carnathi dance. Very old style, though I guess considering this crowd, it would probably be very new.
Yeah, some of the residents look at you and they seem to watch with fascination. You have a bit of feeling that this will help. That this good deed that you have done will pay off somehow in this place. As for you, Cole, when she speaks, do you speak either Goblin or Sylvan?
Sylvan, yes.
You understand what she says, and she looks to you, and Mark says, "Thank you." My feet.
I apologize. This is only a temporary reprieve. I turned to our host and asked, would it be all right if I relieved her of some of her pain so that she can continue dancing longer and more lively if she should?
Go ahead and roll with advantage. Roll persuasion with advantage. Because you have really flattered him big time.
All right. 14.
He leans forward, thinks for a moment, and nods.
All right. As a little bonus, let me show you my toy. And I'm gonna as Doc pops up above my shoulder and goes beep boop.
Oh, what a fascinating thing! Though I'm more tired than hurt. I'm
restoration. There goes his number of charges. Or lesser restoration, sorry. How many charges today?
She feels a bit more reinvigorated. I says, "Thank you. What is your name?"
My name is Cole.
Moth.
Is there anything that you? How long have you been gone? Or no, she wouldn't know. Do you know when you were taken?
She hesitates. She seems a little hesitant to speak.
Did the guy say? Did our host say that she was taken from Dakhan?
Dakhani Empire.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to know about what has happened since you were taken?
She looks at you just a little. You can't quite tell if she's nervous or what. What has happened to my great empire?
It's been gone for thousands of years.
What?
Madness attacked.
Madness? What do you mean by madness?
Zoriat. Your empire succeeded in driving it off,
Oh.
but did not survive.
If they succeeded, then that means, well...
The world was saved
You still
with
there?
the fall of your empire. Because of its sacrifice.
You guys still there?
You're still here.
Yeah, we're still here. Uh-oh.
Hey.
Okay, there we go, he's back on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Bree,
I don't know what happened. My mic cut off from it.
so Bree, do you have, so Bree or anyone else, do you want to ask your host any questions? And meanwhile, it says, I take it you're treating my my weird well.
Yeah, I so far took it well.
So Bree, do you have any questions for your host? Because this is actually kind of important.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what kind of questions to ask.
Like,
Remember why we're here.
So, like, yeah, can you tell us why we're here?
or
We're here to get the
mind's eye. The mind's
Thank
eye.
you.
This is out of character. So, but you can ask other questions, like you were wondering why, if they were expecting you, or they were or why Sergey Vin was chasing you, that sort of thing. So, or why all these people wearing why all these people wearing night clothes, that sort of thing.
Yeah, so why exactly were people chasing us just now?
To teach me restraint, snarls Sergey Vin, making air quotes. Sean beans. City here is a simple boy who likes hurting people. Such noble clarity of purpose, and it also displays a lack of civility that makes sure he stays at Viscount until he changes his outlook on life.
Viscount. This.
Viscount. Yeah, Viscount. Yeah, Viscount until he changes his outlook on life.
Cole's gonna chuckle at the fact that he actually used air quotes.
How do you know our names already, or what we
Solid
go
in
by?
a dream. Where else? Sean answers. But I've known it in
Sorry,
the
I didn't
dreams.
hear that.
As for this place, it used to be tied into Thalanis. Stories, dreams, to some, makes no difference.
There's a reason why they knew everyone's name but the Kalashtar, the Kalastars, and the Warforged.
However, he looks at the at Apparatus. However, it is so annoying when such a being like yourself cannot dream. It's such a shame.
But I don't mind it.
It's hard to miss what you can't experience.
Yeah. Although I did hear about some warforged who managed to get into the dream dimension. That are bad for him. What's next?
Do you have any other questions?
No thank you. Not really.
Like, what do you want to ask? Why they're wearing night clothes? I had the module that all set up with all the questions I'm expecting of you to ask.
I mean, I already heard the question for the answer from everyone.
Yeah, so you just couldn't help but wonder why people wearing night clothes. It seems rather strange. Each of you wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dreamers from Dalcor, says Dashar, such as me. If we dream of Space Citadel, the fortress appears. Otherwise, the weirds read through promising nightmares in the library, and bring the dreamers here to develop them further. Or they bring a warlock back to hear their tales, or they visit towns, peer and merry, and bring us here with sweet tonics in our sleep. Any
I'm
other
still
questions?
dancing, so
I think I've answered all my questions, unless the rest of you have.
Does anyone want to take over? Oh wait, no one else probably speaks Sylvan.
Mark speaks
So-
Sylvan. Right?
Oh, yeah, but he's dancing.
No, I speak Elvish and
Beck speaks Sylvan.
So,
Oh, good.
somehow understand Quarry.
so Spec,
Oh.
you decided to make some talk with Moth Cole. Do you have any questions in mind for your hosts?
Cole has lots of questions.
Go ahead.
Cole, however, is instead going to be kind of whispering them to Bree. First, Cole's going, I do apologize. There's only so far that I can be respectful and polite, but I can guide someone. Would you be all right with Bree being effectively my mouth?
Bree?
And where Cole is going to emphasize effectively
Yeah, so Bree, are you okay with this?
and speak for.
Yes, I'm okay with that.
Okay, so Cole.
All right. And I'm using Bree because Bree's got, despite the fact that he's a fighter, he A, has charisma at the wazoo and all the social skills, and B, he's got the battle master stuff for that too.
Okay, copy that
Alright.
spec. No, copy that spec. So Cole. Bree?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a particular reason why he's stalling us so much?
Oh, we just love having your company here. Shen answers.
Whatever the kindness, the most polite way that Bree can say that's fucking bullshit and everyone knows it.
Bree, how would you relay that?
Even though I have high charisma, I'm not sure how I would phrase that.
Probably something to the effect of, there are enough masquerades here, you could probably drop one.
Yeah, there are enough masquerades here. You probably dropped one.
Amusing. Very amusing. He chuckles. However, Cole, you start mentioning something about the artifact, Mind's Eye.
Yeah.
Do you want to speak it?
They know we're here for the artifact.
Mind's
They're
Eye.
probably trying to stall us about that.
Sean's perfect eyebrows lift in surprise. Now there's a name we haven't heard in a while. He snaps his fingers, and a white-robed figure appears behind him, gently luminous in the gloom. Her garments fall like snowdrifts, concealing everything but her tight-lipped frown and large, cold hands. She might be looking at you, but her hood covers her eyes, if she has any. Her robes are trimmed with lace, but the frills are small and patterned simple, suggesting the bridesmaid rather than the bride. Sean gestures to her grandly. Gentles, meet the Perenith, our treasured treasurer. We'd love to give you our trinket, but alas, we are bound by rules. His lordship's magic is not to be given out so lightly. She whispers, voice icy. And there's no conflict in the story if you get what you want free of charge. She has a point. As much as we hate to admit it, dear Perenith, what would you say this is worth? In one palm, the Perenith holds a rough stone object carved in an eye, then balances her other palm beside it like a scale. An eye is his usual equipment for an eye. But if you're so minded to dole it out, then perhaps they can give us their also valuable time.
The longer we're here, the more risk we're at.
I think I have a solution to this. However, I need a sheet of paper, a pen, and to stop dancing.
Okay, you can stop dancing now.
Okay.
You said that she's brilliant white, right?
Sorry, what?
You said that she's brilliant white, right? And radiant, like truly radiant?
Yes. Figuratively luminous in the gloom. So she doesn't like literally glow.
As a backup, Okay. I'm not offering this up front. I am offering this as a possibility.
And he leans
My
forward.
eyes are sensitive. My eyes are sensitive. These, and he points to his goggles, allow me to see normally. I'm willing to, as a possible near last resort, give you these goggles and look upon your forms and blind myself until we are out of this place. If we cannot fulfill.
Shen shakes his head. No, it would not suffice. When she means your eye, we mean your eye.
Oh, come on! This is a story with metaphors, and you have to be literal here.
Does anyone have a quill and some ink and paper or parchment?
Cole always does.
Yeah.
Okay.
As for time, we will let the Paranith explain. And the Paranith pauses. Simply stay with us for enough time that.
Go give him the stuff for that, by the way.
Yeah. Shall I continue?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. The Paranith pauses. Simply stay with us for enough time that people start to worry. Come looking. Or perhaps you could surrender your past. Wipe it away. Forget who you were. After all, let the past die. Kill it if you have to. John cuts in. You could give us time as you, and over command of your flesh in the future, but for but an hour at an undetermined time, when we want it, and ideally when it's less convenient for you.
Well, at least he's honest. Do you know how rare that is here?
I write the letter I on a sheet of paper and hand it in exchange for the I.
However, before you do so,
as Cole's just like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't think of that.
For an I.
Shan tosses it aside. Very clever, but no.
Oh.
Maybe do EYE this time.
You try that.
Alright. It's like, this probably won't work either, but I think it's amusing. It'll be funny to tell people. So there's the bonus mini story for that. Free of charge. And Cole smiles with that bit.
Yeah. The Paranith looks over the new note that Mark hands over. She starts to step towards him, and says, "No. That is just a note." He's being amusing. He says with a smile. And Psychic just rubs his temple together. He's starting to get impatient. Gives each of you a tense look, and he leaps up. You insolent dogs! You play with his lordship's overwhelming magnanimity. If you are so full of it to spurn our honor, then surely you must be skilled enough to defend your own. He overturns the table, leaping to perch on the edge of inhuman grace, that draws his black iron sword. The fortress.
Are you seriously going to attack someone that is? Oh wait, let me put the words right. Are you going to break your sacred hospitality by attacking us? We have shown no ill will, and we are trying to figure out a riddle. We're not going to force the issue. I did the thing with the EYE as a joke as a small tale that maybe he can tell others, just for some minor amusement.
But the fortress demands his satisfaction. Sean bites into a meat-laden skewer. A thought occurs.
Wait, this is the one. This is the hunt guy, right?
Yes.
That's doing this.
Yes. This is actually the guy who you were chasing earlier, and he just lifts the table and leaps to the perch on the edge with inhuman grace, with this black iron sword out, and demands that the fortress demands his satisfaction. Shan bites into a meat-laden skewer. A thought occurs. We all surprise the eye at making side look like an ass. You can't see the Paranith's eyes, but you know with the certainty of dream logic that she's rolling them.
Cole just starts laughing semi-maniacally. Not like he's intentionally being maniacal, but at this point he's probably starting to crack a bit. Uh-oh, who do we lose?
Bree again. So give it a bit.
Bree.
Give it a bit. Okay, there he is. So Bree, did you?
Yeah, if I ever leave, it's because it seems my headphone disconnected and I have to weaken.
Okay. So Bree, so this guy, this hunter guy, demands a fight. Who is But I will tell you the rules. Let it remain a duel, not a trio, or we will hold a trial. Keep all appendages inside the vehicles at all times. No half measures. No regrets. And dying is messy and inconvenient. First blood will do. Do you have any questions?
I volunteer
When
as
does the
tribute.
trial start?
What? Who among you will fight me?
Bree.
Oh,
Honestly,
I will.
In this case, Bree.
I say the one that doesn't have any blood.
Okay,
The-
okay,
You're
so
better. Oh wait, no. All of us have blood. Warforged do bleed.
Well,
he-
I'm ready to fight, though. I mean, after
Bree,
all,
come here.
I always love a good
Bree.
fight.
May I have a minute, my lords?
of course. And before
Bree,
and
fuck you.
certificate so it says, I will tell you the rules. None of those of you who are not in the duel cannot openly attack or cast a hostiles or a damaging spell on either me or my opponent. Similarly, likewise with my opponent. Movement outside. As for keeping all appendages inside the vehicles at all times, movement outside the 30-foot square dueling area is forbidden. And like stable dancing lights will appear to mark out the field of honor when the battle is called. No forfeits and no seconds, by the way. And this is out of character. And this is speaking out of character as DM. Like the victor is the first to reduce the other below half of their maximum hit points.
Damn it! I was gonna offer Bree my ring of spell storing, but unfortunately, that requires attunement. Because Bree, what's your armor class right now?
21.
Yeah, I mentioned
Oh,
with
gotcha.
5 charges of shield in there. How long Bree could last before he gets hit? With a 26 armor class, if he needs it. It's 21.
Wait, am I allowed to cast buff spells on
Yes.
whoever the champion?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we allowed to cast buff spells on whoever is in there
Yes.
uh,
As far as you know.
during the duel?
Yeah. As far as you can tell, yes.
Be careful, if we can do that, so can they. However, also at the same time, it seems that this upstart. Actually, Cole is going to actually say upstart and then watch the reactions of
He cringes.
Of
He
our
cringes.
host.
His face
of
is
our
increasing.
host. Of our host.
Shan chuckles at Cole's insult to the Viscount. As the
He
Viscount's
is
like,
not his favorite. So the Viscount being buffed by outside.
Yeah.
By people outside the duel is not likely.
yeah. Cade will be leaving for the rest of the session, but we will continue on. So, Bree, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Alrighty. So the rest of you go. So the rest of you go outside.
Wait,
Your
real quick. How long does attunement take?
It takes over a course of a short rest.
So an hour.
Maybe rest before the duel.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage to Shen.
Nat 20.
Go ahead
19.
and go ahead and get yourself ready.
Hey, Bree, take this.
Sure.
Here's how you activate it. I give him my ring of spell storing. It's got 5 charges of shield.
5 charges of shield.
That means if you get hit, you can use a reaction to increase your armor class by 5 to a total of 26 for you.
Oh, okay. Is this only like a one turn? Every turn burns a use.
One
Yeah.
per use. Yes.
Yeah. shield lasts until the end of your turn.
Okay.
So, let's see. One reaction which you can take when you are hit by an attack or targeted by the magic missile spell. An invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you. Until the start of your next turn, you have a +5 bonus to armor class, including against the triggering attack, and you take no damage from magic missile. Let's see. What else can we do during this? How long has it been since the other team went off to plan a battle?
It's around the same time. It's approximately at the same time.
How many of them went?
8.
Okay, so unfortunately Celeste is going to lose a +1.
I will let Celeste know. +1 to what exactly?
Attack and damage with spells.
Actually, Bree doesn't have any spells, so...
No. I'm doing, one of my infusions. Bree, do you have any non-magical gear on you?
No, aside from the ring, I don't have any other magical gear that I can think of.
I'm looking at your gear right now. You have a rope of climbing, a couple of handy languages, a sending stone, 2 silver launch swords, a dark ghoul negotiator, which allows him to speak goblin, a cloak of protection, potion of heroism, plenty of healing potions, potion of fire breathing, 20 bolts, heavy crossbow, a pouch, 2 hand axes, his rank insignia.
Well, at least ones that are like mainly for combat, though.
No, okay. Is his armor magical? Or is it just
armor is just regular armor. Yeah, just regular.
Congratulations,
armor.
you now have magical armor. +1.
Your armor class is now 22.
Apparatus could probably cover any other things. He probably has a lot more
They're
infusions than I do.
Yeah,
That's right. They.
Yeah, I could do it.
What infusions do you have?
Apparatus infusions are rope of climbing, alchemy jug, enhanced defense, homuncular servant, enhanced weapon, and spell revealing ring.
Yes.
What does enhanced defense do? Is that the same thing that I do?
Yes.
Okay.
An alchemy jug, on the other hand. Yeah, alchemy jug. Apparatus can conjure up a alchemy jug they can grab a cup and have it be filled up with, say, acid or some other liquids.
It'd be better if you just go with the enhanced weapon.
Let's see.
Bree's weapon is a +2 longsword.
Okay, so
I don't think I can do much with that, right?
you can do 3 total infusions at the same time. If you want, you can infuse his armor for me, so Celeste doesn't lose the bonus, because I sent off the other team's bonuses.
Okay, I'll boost it then.
Yeah. Okay. So you place your hand on Bree's armor, and the runes on Bree's armor glows. The runes start appearing on Bree's armor, and Bree, you feel a little more protected, and you think to yourself, yeah, I can take this guy on.
22 armor class with 5 rounds of 27. Let's see. And then let's see.
Okay.
Can't remember. Let's check here. Apparatus. What are your spells?
I will tell you.
Okay, I have my spells are detect magic, absorb elements, catapult, fiery fire, cure wounds, false life, grease, shield, and thunder wave for the spells level 1, and the second one is scorching ray, shatter, and heat metal.
What kind of metal is Upstart wearing?
As far as you can tell, he seems to be wearing plate armor. Chain armor.
Oh wait, no, that's the offensive spell. Never mind.
On my sheet, it says plate armor.
Yeah, he's
No. The Upstart. You're not the Upstart. Okay, let's see. False life. You can cast that. How long does that last? Okay, so we're gonna have false life from the artificer. What does the pally have?
I can cast blessed or heroism. Heroism is extra. Heroism is temporary hit points, and bless is a buff to attack rolls.
Okay.
I can only cast one of those, however.
Okay. I'll do heroism. Oh no, that's concentration up to 1 minute. Okay, I'll do heroism once the fight starts. You won't get the extra temporary hit points because false life, and I recommend casting it at 2nd level so he gets an additional 5 extra hit points.
I'll just cast bless then.
Yeah. But he will be immune to being frightened. It will be the only spell that I can concentrate him with.
Yeah. See you later, Callie. I will. I'll help you catch up on what happened next. All right. Is everybody ready? An epic Dark Age music plays while you all plan.
What other casters are in the party with them?
We got Kate and Kate Moore, and Spec. However, their players are unavailable right now.
What classes are they?
Spec is a cleric, order domain, and Kate Moore is a sorcerer.
Okay.
I'm with what we have right now, though.
We're dealing with a Viscount. Can I do an insight check to kind of figure out?
Actually, Bree has an ability called Know Your Enemy. You can study his enemy for a little bit and kind of determine whether or not his hit points are higher than Bree's, armor class, fighter levels, etc.
How many times can he use that?
As many as he wants, apparently. So I could tell you how much. So 3. Based on what you know, you can tell that the Viscount has a bit more hit points than you, and as for armor class, thanks to his elven chain armor, he has less armor class than you.
Let's see. Filter class. Let's see.
Alrighty.
Can I use insight to try to get a feel for basically how much higher a level he is than us, or if he's near our level?
No, that's more of Bree's specialty.
Yeah, but he can only get one thing. I'm basically...
No, 2 things. Armor class and hit points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He can find out more about him with his strength, dexterity, constitution score, and total class levels. Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll insight, Bree and Cole.
Roll what check?
Insight.
Alright, plus
6.
23.
What's that? Alright.
He seems to be a tough warrior, but if he fights by himself, he may have a harder time than usual, but nothing he can't handle.
So my insight check was 12. What does that happen? Or what happened?
You had a little bit of trouble, but with Cole helping you, you came to the same conclusion. You could probably take him on, and with your power-ups, you can definitely take him on. Are you ready to take him on? So, I'm ready. All right, I want to keep track. So,
So he's got. Let's see, false life. So he's got 1d4 plus 9 temporary hit points.
1d4 plus 9. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d4 to hasten things. You now have 12 temporary hit points, Bree.
1,200 hit points?
12 temporary hit points.
Oh, 12 temporary hit points. Alright.
Alrighty, and Bree, you are attuned to the Ring of Spellstoring with 5 uses of shield. And you are blessed, I believe, right?
Blessed. He's got a 22 armor class.
And 22 armor class.
And you're using heroism on him as well, right?
For the first minute.
Yeah, so Apparatus, you cast a false life at 2nd level.
Okay. Okay.
Already? That uses up
Wait, let's see. No, it has to be non-magical. Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to be doing heroism. I recommend us not healing him unless it is a last resort.
I would cast heroism later because on each of Bree's turns, you'll be getting your spellcasting ability modifier in temporary hit points.
Nice. Okay.
I assume the false life is gone. Okay.
All right. So Bree, are you ready to take him on?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. With the dancing lights at the ready, your opponent with this black iron sword in one hand, his other hand behind his back. He whips up the sword in front of him and says, "Lay on." Roll initiative, Bree.
Oh.
The Viscount rolled an 18.
To that.
The Viscount rolled an 18. So Bree, what'd you roll for initiative? Uh-oh, there he goes again. Give me this.
Whoops.
Okay, there we go. So
He wrote, bye-bye, I'm out.
So Bree, what'd you roll for?
Sorry, I don't know. It disconnected. I said 24. That was my initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! We definitely have you prepared. Alright, Bree. Sword and shield in hand. You're ready to fight this jackass. What do you want to do?
I'll go with a standard strike, just so I could go and see, just so I could sort of feel out what my opponent is like.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll your attack. That'll be
have two of those.
Yeah, plus 10. Yeah, you have two. You can attack 2 times in a turn. Does he have other bonuses to attack besides his plus 10?
He's got Bless on right now. So
you add a d4 to your attack roll.
Let's go ahead and roll a d20 plus a d4 plus 10.
Or he could instead wait to use that d4 for a saving throw.
Okay.
No, on every saving throw and every attack roll, you add a d4.
Oh, yes. Okay, yep. I was thinking it was like inspiration where you use it up.
So, d4 plus 10?
d4 plus 10 plus d20.
Okay, so you focus on Bless, then I'll focus on Heroism.
Alright, so 13 I got for d4, and d20 I got 20.
So d20 plus 10.
No. You add the d4 to your d20 roll.
Oh,
d20
and
plus
that's 33.
Wow, that definitely hits. That definitely hits. Roll d8 plus 9. Well, does the plus add to damage?
No.
Okay.
D8 plus 9?
Yeah, d8 plus 9.
17.
Oh, wow! You struck at him good. Like a bit of a pieces of his chains just come flying off, and you start to feel a little confident. Wait. Okay, you're good. Okay, so you have a magical weapon, so far you're good.
Does counterspell work?
Wait, and not only that, you start to feel a little confident.
Any chance the sorcerer has counterspell?
Yes. And you start to feel confident that you can use the reaction to perform a charisma performance check because you got a very good hit on him. You wanted to humiliate him. Bad. Would you like to roll a performance check?
Yes, I'd like to roll that as well.
Alright, roll D10, D20 plus D4 plus your charisma modifier, which is +3. And you can use your commanded presence ability and add your superior die to your performance check, which is a D8.
Yes, I'd like to do that.
Alrighty, that uses up one of your superior die. Go ahead and roll D20 plus a D4 plus a D8 plus 3.
All right.
Good lord. Yes, when the super mortal that's super duper mundane gets butt by his buddies.
So
Actually,
I got
even without
30.
being butt by his buddies.
Wait, what do you say? What do you say, Bree?
I got 30.
How would you want to say to him to humiliate him?
Get wrecked, scrub.
Alright, Bree.
Sure, I'll go with that.
You just got yourself wrecked by a mere mortal, you cry out. Is that what you want to say?
Are you all entertained?
Get wrecked. Are you? You still have your bonus action left, which you can smack him again.
And you have your second attack left. Remember, you can attack twice in the same round.
Yeah. So same set of attacks.
Or you can use your one of your maneuvers, such as fainting attack. One of your new
I'm gonna
abilities.
check my sheet again for the maneuvers.
You have 3 superior die left.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my maneuvers. That's what I want to use.
And the fight count seems to be rather pulsed. Pulsed is like, God, it's like God damn you. That sort of mood. So, what?
Oh, by the way, when he smacked him and said the taunt,
wait, what do you
Paul's
say?
going, oh!
Yeah, and menacing attack, repost, distracting strike, fainting attack, and commanding presence. You just used up commanding presence. Yes.
Yeah, I just used commanding presence. That's what I just used.
Yeah, and you can use fainting attack, distracting strike, repost, which you can't use as a normal attack, or menacing attack.
I can't use repost anyway because he's already used up his reaction.
I'll go with menacing attack for this one.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
All right, you got D20 plus 8, right?
D20 plus 10 plus D4.
10 plus D. All right.
D20 plus 10 plus D4. Yes.
So I got 31.
31. That also hits. Wow. Okay, go.
The 31 hit, motherfucker. Yes.
So go ahead and roll 2d8 plus 9 psychic damage. Yes, you're now causing psychic damage to the asshole.
This is entertainment.
And he makes a save, and if he fails, he is frightened. This is amazing.
However, the Viscount is immune to being frightened. Good thinking, though.
So the only point of menacing attack is to do extra damage.
Yes. Good thinking, though. So 2d8 plus 9 psychic damage. So, what do you roll?
Alright, so another one?
Yeah, you basically roll 2d8 plus 9 psychic damage.
2d8. I got 13.
That counts as 26 points of psychic damage as you lay on him again with your slashing damage, and he seems to recoil despite you pointing up a menacing impression, he's like the frightening thing, like it doesn't face him, but he seems to recoil from the sheer humiliation you gave him.
In the realm of nightmares and stories, we've got our own nightmare or some shit. I don't know. I'm not a fucking bard.
Actually, Cole, you can go ahead and roll because you're also humiliating. Go ahead and roll either intimidation or persuasion check.
17.
Okay. The next ally can perform a corrosive performance check to humiliate Sergen even further. So that'll give Bree an advantage on the attack. You have your bonus action left, Bree. What do you want to do with it?
What are my options to act?
With the bonus action?
Yeah.
Action surge.
Oh boy!
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay. You could go ahead.
Oh no.
You could go ahead and make two more
This
attacks.
thing is twice my level. Watch me drop it to half hit points in the first round.
Let's see.
Never free to fight it to a one-on-one duel because they're gonna use their action surge like snow tomorrow. Lay on.
Never fight them unless you're a swashbuckler.
Oh, who would like to roll a performance check to help Bree? And he humiliates his opponent.
I mean, I can try dancing again. Would that help?
Go ahead and roll a performance check.
As he starts dancing, the entire party just starts dabbing.
Oh no.
Or whatever everyone's equivalent of dabbing would be.
Yeah, you basically pull off a dab. An encouraging dab. Mark, go ahead and roll a performance
That's a 13.
check.
So,
A dab of encouragement.
it's a 13, which isn't bad wearing chain mail.
Yeah. And you give Bree a thumbs up. Bree, you're now able to attack the guy with advantage. Would you like?
No, wait. Does advantage also count for the D4 from Bless or not? I don't think so, but does.
For simplicity's sake, yes.
That's mean. So, Bree, are you gonna smack it a bunch more times?
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Oh, I just shared the most stupid thing about. Sorry, out of character. I'll tell you later. Keep going.
All right, so Bree, would you like to make two more of your attacks?
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Go ahead and roll D20 plus 10. No, yeah, plus 10 plus D4 with advantage. That means pick the high result of the two. Oh, the two rolls.
Listen.
So what'd you roll?
So I rolled 30. It was 26 and 32. So going with 32.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Roll D8 plus 9.
15.
Alrighty. And as you go for another strike, Sigurvin throws his sword to the ground in disgust. Sejan picks it up, and he hands it to you, Bree, first, along with the mind's eye. Though he looks at the Viscount, saying, "Well, now, side, if you can't take care of your nice things, then you don't deserve them. Please, gentles, accept this blade, give me a second. The blade of the Iron Crown. That's in common tongue. With our compliments, and we'll bear better than this brain fool." And
Cool.
this is what Bree has gained.
What have I gained?
Yeah,
He gained the Trespasser score, Alluvian Battle Suite.
No, he gained himself a blade, something called Blade of the Iron Crown. In the meantime, I will get the music up and ready. Oop. There we go. Ah. There we go.
What's this? There's nightmares everywhere. What's this? What's this? There's all these things to scare.
I know. I will tell you what the sword. I will copy and paste what the sword does.
You're gonna want me to take a look at it afterwards, right?
Yes, I will also.
Just like when the Lich gave us his stuff, it's like, I'm gonna get another letter that says explosive runes, aren't I?
What's wrong with presents from liches? A shield given to me by a lich.
Just to make sure there was nothing unwanted on it. It turns out there was a tracker on the. What weapon was it? Was it a mace?
Yeah, a mace.
Oh yeah, that's fair. This shield had the smell of a dead person around it for weeks.
Whoa.
Bleach doesn't go as far as you think it would, huh?
It's the thought that counts, however.
Kind of like, when you.
So I will
light an
tell you
orb
what it does. The
candle.
blade bestows the ability to infect creatures with indiscriminate violence on its wielder. While wielding the blade, you can cast Cloud of Madness once, using Charisma as your spellcasting ability modifier. You can do so again when you finish a long or short rest. You also gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. It is also a sword, a launch sword.
What's his current weapon again? I can't. I know I made it, but I can't.
A launch sword +2. And you have the feeling that this may have hidden properties within, but. And as you touch the sword, you kind of had a bit of a funny feeling wielding the sword. And it feels like that you've earned the sword, Bree. And
appreciate this new.
And the mind's eye. And it gives you
stuff.
the mind's eye. I will copy and paste it in the chat. And to Bree as well. Wondrous item artifact from Kara's attunement. This is the petrified eye of a dead Karakore that was destroyed long ago. While the mind's eye is on your person, you see the benefits of a ring of mind shielding. In addition, when you sleep, you do not dream, and are immune to spells and other magical effects that require you to dream, like the dream spell. But not to spells and effects that put you to sleep, like the sleep spell.
That reminds me. Okay, so at any point during all of this, like this entire damn thing, has anything been trying to read our minds?
Now, as far as you know,
if yes, then my amulet goes.
Nope, your amulet did not vibrate.
Okay, so at the very least, no one's trying to read my mind.
Yes.
I just remembered about that.
Do people normally try to read your mind?
Yes.
Okay.
Ever been to Zolargo? Oh man, this thing won't shut the fuck up.
Oh, that makes sense.
Besides, I deal with spies for fun, so always a good idea to have. They're trying to steal my thoughts, man. What evidence do you have? This is going off, motherfucker. That's how I know.
Alrighty, so.
Bree, would you like a temporary gift of the box of where weird shit goes?
Yeah, so
it's the part of my backpack where we put the artifacts that we pick up. But
yeah,
because he has won this and we're dealing with Fey, they are his, and it would be wrong for me to take them from him, even if all I'm doing is carrying them.
That's up to Bree. Yeah.
Hey, you accept the part of my detachable backpack?
Sorry.
Okay.
You might cut off again.
Sure.
That's all right. All right. So what you've got is basically a 12-inch by 6-inch by 3-inch little thing that's actually a lot bigger on the inside.
It's a bag of holding, basically.
Heward's heavy haversack.
That's right.
It's made out of metal.
Still. So anyway, so do you put the mines high? You get the feeling that you want to carry on this weapon, just for safekeeping.
Oh, the weapon will fit in the box. And he's got it on him, so if at any point he needs it, it's a bonus action. It's the same as drawing a weapon that he has prepared. It's just, if anything weird with it happens, it's not going to affect anything outside the box.
Okay. As you make your preparations, packed up your things, are you ready to head back?
Yes, I'm ready to head back.
I'm going to thank our host for his hospitality. Apologize to Moth.
She nods. And she nods and says, "Thank you for your kindness." Is
the Viscount still around?
No, he's just walked off. He just basically fucked off.
I asked my host, could you please tell him that while his behavior here was admittedly abhorrent, I did enjoy the chase.
I will inform him. But no, actually, we will inform him that you have enjoyed the chase. I'm sure it will be a silver lining in his day.
He performed that excellently, and he did both roles, which was quite impressive.
We will tell him. I know. I'm sure that you'll be on your way. Toodaloo. As you round another bend in the path towards the gate, you find yourself coming back upon the Knight's Refuge Cafe, which a gleeful Sean, a stone-faced Paranith, and indestructible Emish await. Though the Viscount has made his exit. Oh, how terrible! Sean cries. It looks like you're part of a story now, and the fortress won't let you leave. How dreadfully excited when that happens! Sean left.
Oh, yes, it will! Part of my backstory! As in, not like capital B backstory, but like backstory for shit I've done so far in this campaign. I am Mr. Kool-Aid Man.
And the fortress will let...
I break through walls!
We know, you're full of pesky questions such as, how do we get out? Or, what story are we in? Or, are we going to couple into just when we age? Relax! The answers don't matter! Eat, drink, watch a show, socialize, you've been through so much, nobody's gonna miss you back home.
Is anyone... Okay, I'm gonna go just start placing one of my few actual expendable items. I've got explosives. But I'm just gonna place on the gates.
We were afraid that it would not work.
I am the Kool-Aid Man.
Even the Kool-Aid Man, and yes, we know of other worlds. It cannot work here. Oh.
I must try to fulfill my role.
Unfortunately, when you place an explosive, you step back, you put your ears between the acrylic explosive. Nothing.
Oh no, that was basically just a weakening. And then I'm gonna run full tilt.
You're back where you are.
Are you denying my story?
Unfortunately, its story is bigger than yours, he says with a smile.
You still must allow me to attempt it. At the very least, let me bounce off the damn gate. It'll be funny. I mean, come on, even I'll laugh.
He pouts. Well, if you insist, we suppose you could complete the story you're in. but it's so much fun when you have to find the way out yourself. We point you to the Library of Nightmares, but that's private. Tell you what, the Harley Quinnays were rehearsing tonight. You'll find your way there, helping with the rehearsal, and the library will be all yours.
Cool. I'm still going to try it because it would be funny, and tails are great. I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat and run into a fucking gate.
Boing! You ran.
There, my compulsion's done. I can fucking...
You okay?
No! As I give a thumbs up.
Yeah, and by the way, you got to know the others, including the Viscount. Emma Starr is really, she tells us that she's a Ryderian ambassador to the Facespire, and that's all she can say. And
Or willing. As I was going to try to be polite again.
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, can or willing? Just to sate my curiosity, or not.
She looked. The ambassador looks at you and says, "Willing."
Okay.
And Shan interjects with a smile. The library contains a fascinating record of every nightmare ever experienced, and countless recipes for the creation of new ones.
Wait, so does it have a copy of Nightmare Before Christmas? Because it said every nightmare.
Bree, the new sword that you have, you feel intense sorrow and longing when you look at the Paranith. And along with rage and resentment, you just feel this rage and resentment at Sean when you look at him, and a billowous hatred and fear at the ambassador. Would you like to roll an insight check?
Yes, I'll roll one.
Yeah, you start like having these weird feelings that you're not quite sure where they came from. So go ahead and roll
7,
insight.
right?
What?
D20 on 7.
D20 and roll. Don't forget to add your numbers. Like say, well,
Yeah, D20 and it was like plus 7, right?
Plus 6. So D20 plus 6. So that's a 13.
20.
You realize that the source of these strange feelings are coming from the sword.
I'm pretty sure the rest of the party could have told him that just from basic observance.
Yeah. There's another property of the sword. It appears to be sentient.
I don't think you were supposed to send that to the campaign.
Okay. I'm backtracking that. But this is what Bree has known. You kind of like realize that this sword maybe is sentient, maybe not. You're not quite sure. You don't know much about magic, but the others do. Do you show the sword to Cole and Apparatus?
Apparatus can give you the quick rundown. I'll need more time with it, but I can get more in depth because I've got more forging stuff.
Alrighty.
It just takes me a week.
Time passes by a little strangely here. What would normally feel like a week, you managed to acquire quite a bit of information in such a surprising amount of time. Do you want to attune to the sword, Bree? In the meantime.
Oh, in the meantime, give me my ring back, please.
Bree?
Yes, I was saying,
my advice would be don't attune until we leave here.
Lost my train of thought.
But you know more about the sword right now than I do.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, Bree, it doesn't seem to have any detrimental effects when you tune to it.
Yeah.
Again, I would like my ring back.
Okay. And that
is the ring. Cole doesn't actually wear the ring on a finger. There's a slot on his gauntlet for it.
Alrighty. So and as you head over to the Quinade. This is where we will end our session for the day. How was it, everybody?
Oh, that was
great.
pretty fun.
Good.
I enjoyed it.
Even if I arrived a bit late.
Yeah, but at least you're not.
All you missed was some exposition on a core and stuff. If you also
On the fort.
Delcor.
on
Oh
the
yeah,
s-
Delcor.
Yeah.
And before we set up, Delcor is basically the plane of
dreams.
plane of dreams. Fuck! I completely. So
More, and it's not just. It's actually primarily nightmares. It's the edges of the realm that are dreams.
So Cole, how do you think I did with this one? This one I am anticipating the most because it seems so fascinating. What do you think?
Okay. There's a reason why I left the other group to do this.
And are you having a time of your life so far?
Hopefully not, because that implies that we're going to die at the end.
No. Okay, thank you.
Welcome. So that's pretty much all you missed.
Okay.
And a discussion of our escapades on airships and elemental galleons, and how off we spend like half our time on them and the other half jumping off them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, and as you look around, you find that spec doesn't seem to be quite around. And Shannon says, "Oh my, seems like that your friend here is no longer part of the story. I'm sure they'll be back in Sharn by now."
Wait, which one's Spec?
Spec,
That's Kalishtar?
not the Kalishkar. That's the Arsamar cleric.
Alright, I gotta head out because I gotta also do something real quick though that I have to call. So
Alrighty.
it was really fun hanging out with you guys. I look forward to next Tuesday.
Likewise. Oh, raid. Oh, we'll be ready Dirk right now, and yeah, we'll be putting this up to this stream to an end.
So are we? Is ASMR gone because of story reasons, or is the ASMR gone because the player won't be able to?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet, but we'll be ending the stream right about now. So have a good day, everybody.
You too, and thanks for running this.
No problem.